I did a little online shopping last week, and so I thought I'd show you what I got. I still have residual head cold stuff left over, so I know I sound kind of funny. Actually, I sound kind of bad today, but I feel better than I did yesterday, even though I sound worse for some reason. I don't know what's up with that. But anyway, I'm sure I'll be able to breathe again soon. It would be nice. I got these little wire hanger things from, this is going to have to go, from Miranda's Etsy shop. And I'll post a link down in the video description area thing, because you need to run over there right this minute and just buy up all of these that you can, because they're just that fabulous. She makes them herself out of the wire. She does all the bending and everything herself. She does all the distressing herself. She offers a couple of different styles of color or distressing, and she'll do custom words for you as long as they'll fit within the area she has to work with. She includes 2 little hangers on it, and I'm not sure what she was using them for. I think she'd been maybe hanging layouts from them with the hangers. I'm not really sure, but I don't do layouts, so I don't really need that. I thought they would be excellent Christmas ornaments, because, you know, I mean, they're just the right size. You can see they're big, but not huge. It's not like full-size hanger. So it's really just the right size for your tree, and I may actually give these away. I haven't really decided. I mean, right now, I've had them hanging on my tree. This one has been on my main Christmas tree, and this one has been on my Hanukkah tree. And I may just leave them there, or, I don't know, I've got a couple of people I might give them to. I haven't decided. But anyway, they're great. I absolutely love them, and you can, you know, hang other little ornaments or doodads off of them, or I think even after Christmas, I would still keep them out and use them, because they're too cool to pack away and only use once a year. Because they're not only decorative, but they're functional. You know, you can use them to hold stuff. So obviously, I really do like these. So run over to Miranda's shop and buy all of these up really fast before she gets tired of making them. Because I'm here to tell you, I work with wire. This is not easy. I don't know how she manages to do it in the amount of time that she does, but somehow she does. She's just amazing that way. So grab you a couple of those. Everything else I got off of eBay. I did a little eBay shopping, which I do on occasion, not real regularly, but every now and then. I did manage to score me some card catalog cards, which I have been had my eye out for a long time, and you can find them all over eBay, but not cheap. And you know, I want cheap, so I did finally find some for cheap. So I've got some cards to put in my card catalog now, and they will also end up on, you know, collages and journal pages, whatever. I got some jewelry. I always keep my eye out for those big boxes of, you know, like 15 pounds of junk jewelry. I love those if I can get them at a fairly good price, but this time they all went up into the, you know, $40 and $50 range way too fast, and I'm not paying that for junk jewelry. Plus, it costs a lot to ship them because they're so heavy. So I didn't get me a nice big grab bag or grab box full of them, but I did get a couple little pieces. And this was just, and I don't know, I maybe paid $2 or $3 for this. And it's just a necklace with these small little white kind of, oh, I forget what you call them. They're the cylinder-shaped seed beads. But, you know, there's a ton of them on here, so I can take that apart and use those on all kinds of things. And, of course, I got me another brooch, a vintage rhinestone brooch to add to my little collection, because I love them, and I love this one. I like the shape. It's very, you know, clean lines, big stones, and all the stones are good, so yeah, I love that one. And I don't ever pay more than $10 for a brooch, including shipping. That's just my rule. And then I got, this was all, no, this one I got separate. This is a rosary with these glass millefleur beads that are just really pretty. And I will probably take it apart and use the beads on their own. I'm not Catholic, so the rosary doesn't really have any religious significance for me. But I know that it does for some people, so I do try to treat them respectfully. You know, I don't throw them in and consider them junk jewelry and, you know, scavenge for parts to hide in other stuff. I don't do that with them because somebody held this in their hands and prayed with it. You know, that's significant. So it will become part of another piece of jewelry, or it might end up on a book spine or something. But it will be handled respectfully. Even though, you know, it doesn't match up to my religion, but it does for somebody, and it was important to them. So that's my plan for all of this. The rest of this came from one person, and it came from one collection. I think she got it at an estate sale or something. And I actually had to Google some things because I didn't know what everything was like this. I had never seen one of these. I didn't know what it was, so I Googled it, and okay, I found this on Wikipedia, so if I get it wrong, somebody will have to correct me. But, you know, in my Protestant ignorance, I had no clue what this was. And if I looked it up right, I think it's called the scapular, the brown scapular, or the Our Lady of Mount Carmel scapular. And I think it's some kind of a sacramental that's worn as kind of a devotional thing. It's a devotional thing for Mary. And I was reading about it, and it's, and I don't know if all Catholics believe this, or if this is an old tradition, or I have no idea. But it was, at least at one time, thought that the person who wore this piously, you know, and was devoted to Mary and wore the brown scapular, that after they died, the first Saturday following their death, that Mary would immediately deliver them from purgatory. So, you know, it's like the get out of purgatory free card. Okay, that wasn't respectful, and here I am trying to be so respectful, and I just screwed that up. But anyway, that was, you know, I thought that was interesting. I'd never heard of it. I didn't know that. So that was just kind of interesting for me. So there's that. And again, this is like old. It's well worn. I mean, somebody obviously, you know, wore this and believed in it, and so, you know, I'll use it in a prominent place, someplace significant, and treat it with respect, even though I'm going to make jokes about it because it's what I do. But, you know, that's just me. Okay, this came apart when I was trying to clean it. I'm just going to have to take the whole thing apart because it was held together with string. I'm seeing now the more of these that I buy, these rosaries, you know, if your links break, you just take some thread and go around it to hold it together, because I've unthreaded, I can't tell you how many beaded rosaries like that. So anyway, this one had a bunch of string wrapped around it, and it had got all ooky and discolored, but it was attached to this kind of brass crucifix, which is pretty. And this cross, I really like this, and it has little places on here. I'm assuming that it had a Jesus on there at one time, and he broke off or came off or something, because I can see little pieces like maybe he was on there. But yeah, he's not anymore. But anyway, I just think that's really pretty. I might get my Dremel and clean that up a little bit. I may actually just keep that one for myself because I like it. And it's just a cheap, it's, you know, it's pot metal. It's no big deal. It has Italy stamped on it, but, you know, they got pot metal in Italy too. It doesn't mean it's of any significance. So I just think it's pretty, and I like it. I might keep that one. And then these, and I'm sorry, I've been calling them charms, and I don't know if there's another name for them that's better, but, you know, they're these religious charms with saints on them. This one says St. Jude, and This is a Mary, and this one is, I guess, some kind of charm that was commemorating the Holy Year in 1950. So that's what these are, but they're really pretty. I'll use them on jewelry or danglies off of book spines or something. And this one, and this whole little batch that I got, the whole reason I got it was for this one. I really didn't care about all that other stuff, but which actually ended up being pretty cool. But the main thing I wanted was this rosary because I like the beads. It has pretty, these blue glass beads, and I've cleaned them kind of lightly once, but after a good soaking, you know, they're really gonna shine. And I just think that's pretty. I might actually leave this one whole because I like it a lot. But there's that one. And then this one came with it. And this, I've never seen one like this before. Okay, this, and it's been, you can see, it's been repaired with string all over it. I mean, somebody prayed over this to the point where the links were just falling apart all over the place. So this one was well used, and it didn't have a cross with it unless this one is the one that went on it, and I don't know. It doesn't really, I wouldn't think so, but you don't know. But the beads are, I think they're wood. They look wood to me. They're definitely handmade because they're not really uniform. When you look at them real close, they're kind of a mess, really. And they could be seeds. You know, sometimes you see a lot of those tribal beads made out of different kinds of plant seeds. But I don't know, they just look wood to me. I think they're wood. And I've never seen a wooden rosary. So it's kind of cool. It's extremely gross. I've cleaned it once and it's still extremely gross. I'm going to have to work on it some more, and I'm afraid I am just going to have to probably take the whole thing apart because it's, I mean, it is really in sad shape with all of its little places where it's been mended. And it still had this thing, and I don't know, does that have a name? It might have a name. I don't know what that is, but I think all rosaries have that on there. You know, the little part before the cross dangles, that little piece. I don't know what it is, but this one is either silver or it is a good silver plate. I'm not sure which one, but it doesn't feel like pot metal to me, and it's got the color, it's got that kind of that warm glow that sterling has, whereas, you know, silver plate is really shiny and reflective and bright, and sterling is more warm and soft. So that one actually might be silver. I'll have to get it off of there and test it. But anyway, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this or with the beads, but I think it's kind of cool. So I don't know, I may do something with it. I'm not sure. So that is all I have to show. It's all I've got. It's all I've done. I think I said in the last video that when the weather turns cooler, I tend to pull out my yarn, so I've been making these. I don't know why. I guess I need to give them away or put them on Etsy or something, because I've been making these left and right, and they're just little water bottle holders, because I use these. I stick my water bottle in here, and because I carry water with me everywhere I go, and then that way I can toss it in my purse, and the cold water doesn't sweat on everything in my purse, and the little cozy thing actually keeps it cold for a lot longer than just the bare bottle. Plus it has the nice handle. So anyway, I use them. I don't know. I'm going to see. I may take these to my mom's house over Christmas and see if I can give them away. If not, I'll stick them in the Etsy shop and see what happens. Because I just like making them. I don't really have a plan for them. I just want to make them, you know. So, okay. That's it for now. Hopefully next video I make, I will be able to inhale through my nose, because it's been a while. I miss it. I really miss that. So, yeah, maybe by then I'll be feeling 100%.